Chelsea Football Club want Nico Williams. Nico Williams wants crazy amounts of wages. When I tell you this number, you're going to say he's having a laugh. Furthermore, Rodrygo is available. Real Madrid have put him up for sale. If we're paying those kind of wages, Rodrygo, let's get that. Then, Chelsea finally have a front of shirt sponsor. With 4 games left, UEFA Conference League plus the Club World Cup, the club have got somebody, but it's not just a generic deal because we never do anything in a generic way. I'll explain that to you guys. And finally, when it comes to Sarr, who's joining Chelsea from Strasbourg, Fabrice has confirmed it, and Simon Johnston has confirmed it. However, the president of Strasbourg's close friend has now come out and said this is fake news and it's not true. We're going to get to the bottom of it. And Anselmino, for those of you that don't remember him, as Matisse calls him, Argentine Aaron, well, he's going to Strasbourg as well. Everybody's going to Strasbourg. Do you not think I should start doing Strasbourg content at this moment in time? But before we get started and before we get into the news, I want to say thank you to all of you. Today, we have hit 40,000 subscribers on this channel. Massive accomplishment. I couldn't have done it without all of you. Genuinely, you lot watching makes me look normal. Otherwise, I'm just a muppet in front of a camera just ranting with no community. But we get good conversations. We've got a good community. Thank you for your support. But we don't stop here. We're growing again. We're going to 50,000. We're hitting it by September. So if you're new to the channel, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. If you're old to the channel, hit that like button because 40,000 isn't a day that we're going to be celebrating every single time. Let's get stepping with the news. Nico Williams is a kid that came through the Bilbao Academy. He has developed himself into a very competent left winger. He won himself the European Championship, and all of a sudden, Bilbao gave him huge wages. Wages are north of 300k, right? Why did they do that? Well, Bilbao, for those of you that don't know, only get players that come through the academy or are signed from a certain region, right? And that's the Basque region. So meaning they have a small pool of players that they can keep. So if they find somebody as good as Nico Williams, trust me, they are paying crazy wages to keep him. Plus, the guy is from the region. He really appreciates the club. And I assume he's got some kind of emotional connection to it. It must be a special thing. But last summer, he wanted to leave. Let's not get it twisted. He was either going to Barcelona or staying at Bilbao. Arsenal fans convinced themselves, we're getting it. Chelsea Football Club have admired this player for years. Since this new ownership has taken off, he literally fits the profile of players that they're looking at. Young, exciting, and more importantly, physically imposing, right? This guy is built like a tank, plays on the left wing, would transition into the Premier League really well. I personally have my doubts about his output. I just think the amount of wages you're paying and the amount of wages that he's asking for, I need more than 5 goals a year. People will say, look at his assists. All right, cool. I need more than 10 assists a year. GNA, I'm expecting 25 at a minimum if we're paying that kind of money. So, what's happened? He basically has a gentleman's agreement release clause that stipulates he can leave for £55 million. We all know that. It's written in his contract, it's been made public. However, and this is where it gets interesting, his representatives, according to Chris Wheeler and multiple other sources, we have seen this. At first it was reported that it's 300k. Now it's being reported he wants north of £400,000. I'm going to reiterate this for those of you at the back who can't hear me. £400,000. I don't know what on earth is going through his representatives' minds. I don't know who they think they have in terms of an asset, but they are crazy. Sumashrechi, loca, and that's the only 3 languages I know how to say crazy in, right? So the reality is here, I don't know what we're doing. Because Chelsea should not be nowhere near this. If he is asking for 400k, number 1, he's not worth it. Number 2, you don't pay that out of principle. And number 3, you just do not pay that kind of money for players that score 5 goals a season. I'm sorry, right? We get the new news that's coming out. Spanish reports are coming out that Real Madrid need to generate funds, and one of the players they are willing to sell and is basically being shopped around, Rodrygo. For those of you that don't know, I think Rodrygo's wonderful, right? I think Rodrygo is a brilliant left winger that's being forced to play on the right-hand side because there's Vinicius and there's Mbappe, right? So if anyone's going to play left wing, it'll be Vinny. And if Vinny's injured, it'll be Mbappe. Rodrygo, you're not playing there, not because you're not good enough, my friend. You're not playing there because you're not big enough of a star. And that's the problem he's got at Real Madrid. He'll always be low bro. Always be little brother. At the end of the day, no matter how many goals he scores, no matter how many performances he has in the Champions League, because most of his goals come in the Champions League, right? Big occasion, people will always look down on him. I think if Chelsea are serious, we go after him. Young player, opportunity, we always get told, opportunity and young player, we will do it. We will pay the wages. Pay the wages. This is a star in the make. You want, right, to build a great team. If you're not going to go get me a Rafael Leão, go and get me a Rodrygo. Why do I say this? Because Rodrygo fixes your left wing issues. He's a touchline winger that can take a man on one-on-one, get to the byline, use his left foot or use his right foot, tuck in, get goals. He will easily get you 10 goals a season with 10 assists in the Prem. He is that competent. Great vision, great rate of pass, great tenacity, experience at the Champions League level, leadership qualities by being in a dressing room that demands great. Why are we not involved in this deal? So far, we have not been mentioned. However, I am expecting us to be mentioned in the upcoming months. Why? Because he's going to be up for sale if we make Champions League, which I hope, I pray we do. We're going to have the resources, we're going to have the funds. Go and get this deal done. He fits Maresca like a glove. The reality is, Nico Williams isn't worth the wages. Rodrygo is. And I don't even think Rodrygo's wages will be that ludicrous. So, in the comments below, I need you lot to tell me. Do you think Nico Williams would be the better signing? Or do you think Rodrygo would be? Or you want neither? And you can tell me who you want in the comments below. Because I know a lot of people have different opinions about this position. The left wing position is very sensitive and the market's actually kind of sparse. For those of you that have been really worried about Chelsea's finances and oh my god, we haven't even got a front of shirt sponsor. Every time anyone wants to cook the club, they can't even sort a front of shirt sponsor, Alex. They are incompetent. What do I always say about these lot? Listen, they might not be the most best directors and owners in the world at building squads. They're not. They spent too much money and we're not winning league titles. Clearly, they're not the best. What they are good at is getting their finances. They're good at finding loopholes, they're good at finding sponsorship deals, and they're good at doing what's best for the club in terms of brand. We've seen this on numerous occasions. They will find their way out of a cardboard box within 30 seconds. Genuinely. Put them in a metal box, they'll find their way out. They are one of those ownership groups that they've got the best lawyers, the best accountants, the best everything that is non-football. So what's happened now? Well, apparently Chelsea have found a sponsor and they're DAMAC properties investor. So Chelsea have partnered with them. They're going to be on the front of our shirt sponsor for the next 4 games, the Conference League games and the Club World Cup. But that's it. They're not going to be our sponsor for next year. Why? Chelsea have got a partnership worth £1 billion with them for properties in Dubai. That's all we know. At this moment in time, that's the information we know. And I'll be genuinely honest, I don't care. A lot of people said the kit looks ugly. I can't lie to you, I think the kit looks good. At the same time, it could be the most ugly thing in the world. The logo could be hideous. As long as they pay us a lot of money, meaning we can invest into better players, meaning we can pay better wages, I will not care. I am not in the business of we need the best looking kit, or we need the best looking sponsorship logo. I don't care. Genuinely, I am a football fan. I want to, trust me, do you know when football kits look good? When you're winning. When you're winning and you have memories, right, of that kit, trust me, it looks good even though it was hideous. If you got armpits in the air with a Premier League, that kit is beautiful. You will remember that kit for years to come. Genuinely. Just win stuff and you will remember that kit. This final story made me laugh. It made me chuckle and it once again reiterates how journalism is becoming very lazy. And as somebody that reads the stories, laughs at it, comes here, talks to you lot about it, I think it's actually very interesting that I need to call this stuff out, because if I don't call it out, certain people read it and run with it. So what's happened? Mamadou Sarr, I think that's his name if I'm not mistaken, Sarr from Strasbourg. I don't know much about him. Right? I know he's 19, joined from the Lyon Academy. Every time I've seen him, very competent. I don't know if he's good enough for Chelsea. I'll be honest. When I watch Strasbourg, I don't watch him. I watch Santos, I watch Moreira, I watch Emega, I watch Bakwa, I like Diarra, I like Doué at right centre-back. I don't watch Sarr. I genuinely should watch Sarr, but I'm not interested in him. I'll be honest, right? So what's happened? Apparently, Chelsea have agreed to buy him for 9 million euros. This was done in January. It was with an obligation in the summer. he was stayed there. Once the 1st of June comes, he should be our player, right? Fabrizio said it, my boy Fabrice Hawkins said it, and you know when Fabrice says something, I'm like, hey, 80% true, guaranteed. Everyone else is 50. Then Simon Johnson said it. 3 different sources, 3 different outlets, Athletic, Fabrizio, and L'Equipe. It must be right. Everybody confirmed it. Then, what we've got now is someone called Mendes is a friend of the president of Strasbourg. For those of you that don't know, the president of Strasbourg used to be one of their legends. Someone that's close to him and is known to be close to him. So it's not like, oh, a friend of a friend of a friend. It's literally someone that's in the limelight. Comment on a comment. It's fake news. This deal is not done. People, I don't know where people have got it from. And for me, I don't care. And I'm going to tell you why I don't care. I don't understand why we done this deal so early. In the past, I had my thoughts why I thought we done this deal. 9 million now. When we sold Diego Moreira for 9 million euros, there was a lot of eyeballs on us. Why are Chelsea selling him for 9 million? He's only played youth team football. Now he's gone on, he's smashing it. We tried to sell David Washington, and what ended up happening? The deal got blocked. He ended up not going anywhere because Chelsea tried selling for £17 million. Eyeballs went on it. Hold on, FIFA said, you're overinflating these fees. Now he's at Santos on loan. He scored his first goal the other day. I think Chelsea wanted to act now, meaning before Sarr blew up and looked good, hey, we've got him on a 9 million contract. Because if he played the way he's playing now and they're going to finish in Champions League spots, when we try buy him for 9 million euros, what they're going to say to us is, excuse me, this is a 25 million pound player. Because that's how it just works. So I thought they're trying to jump ahead of the curve. Now we're hearing this player's not sold. What I'm trying to say is, I guess time will tell. And another thing that really frustrates me is Anselmino. Well, is he meant to be playing for us? Anselmino was playing for Boca Juniors, done really well. Came back to Chelsea, started acclimatizing apparently the players' camp, our camp, and everyone else's camp that's in and around the player is happy with the fact that he's not playing because he's recovering from an injury. He's acclimatizing to life in England. He's acclimatizing to training with Chelsea. And all in all, the plan is for him to go on a loan next year to Strasbourg. As per usual, if we're going to link someone, let's link him to Strasbourg or a European club. What do we know? We know that Marseille wanted him. They really, really wanted him. The deal with Marseille was set up. And we were going to get it done, but then the club decided Joao Felix needed a loan. Stupid loan, in my opinion. Joao should have stayed. Joao would have been covered for Cole Palmer. Joao could have pushed Cole Palmer. And if Cole Palmer was playing the way he was playing, maybe Joao could have got a run out at number 10. People are going to jump on me on that, but that's just my opinion. I just think we need to be very careful when we see linked to Strasbourg. I think that's a lazy journalism, and I'm going to explain to you why. We can only send 6 players on loan internationally, right? 2 of them can go to Strasbourg. That's the max. 3. Are we really going to use one of the 3 spots for Anselmino? I thought Amugu was going. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, it's not making sense. So at the end of the day, we need to be very persuasive and restrictive in what we do, but it is what it is. Listen, guys, like I said before, thank you for the 40,000. We absolutely smashed it, and I always have content for you guys here. It's the next manager that Chelsea are most probably going to have. Enzo Maresca's under serious pressure, and I'm telling you now, this is going to be the next replacement. Go check it out. Hit the like button on your way there.